Hey guys, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. We're going to talk to Incendia, and I think we're going to lie to her. Can we talk to her? Come on.
Executing request.
Why can't I talk to her?
Light of terror, guide our way.
Okay. So for some reason we can't talk to her anymore. Soldier was killed with a sudden blow at point blank range. Quickly and quietly. Okay. Soldier's limbs are twisted at unnatural angles. Someone broke his every bone and left him to die. Okay.
Knowledge is eternal.
Kind of confused about where we're meant to go now. Are they gonna let us go to the other places in Footfall?
The sooner we start.
Yes, it is. So let's go to Martyr's Endurance. Not exactly sure why we couldn't talk to Incendia, but I guess we'll find out soon. And meanwhile, let's see if we can help out Jay. Looks like Vladame's over here now. You have no other options, Rizza. If you abandon Footfall to quarter and flee, where are you going to sell your goods or restock your supplies? It will just be a slow death for all of you. No missiles, no water, no air, so quit bargaining with the inevitable and follow the plan. Your plan is a suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, no nothing. Vladame and Rizza notice you, and the old pirate grins sarcastically. You're trying to play above your league, Vakamo. You've taken on a rogue trader dynasty with only a handful of cutthroats and a couple of guns to your name. I see your march to the gallows is more of a gallop. Turning away from Rizza, Vladame's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. Never mind me, do carry on. You are hard to ignore, your lordship. You have a habit of radically altering the state of affairs wherever and whenever you become involved. Greetings, your lordship. And as for you, Vakamo, I've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap and the kind of gamble I don't take. I'll leave you to think about your prospects and maybe realize that using my shuttle would be a better idea while the shuttle and I are still here. By the throne's radiance, Vladame, if you don't tell me this very moment wherein you and Falco are keeping my guys. The former liege interrupts Jay with a dry gesture. I don't do business with rats, Haydari, and surprisingly enough, I don't mean you this time. In that case, pray to the Exalted One that Falco confirms what he said before he dies. Disappointed, Jay takes her hand off her weapon and bows her head before you penitent. Forgive me my brazenness, Shireen. He's all yours. Look at Vladame. The former liege looks angry and focused. Why is this? Oh, okay. Blue highlights are decision consequences. You save Footfall Station from starvation by granting it your patronage and delivering shipments of grain, okay? His coat collar is unbuttoned, showing the meshwork of ceramite reinforced armor hidden underneath. He's wearing a gun holster on his side. Now that Vladimir has thrown off the mask of a disgruntled bureaucrat, his sleeves are rolled up, showing his old bandit tattoos. He's exuding an aura of imperious cruelty. How is the station faring? It's turned into a kingdom of death. Executing protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good. Useful policies within reasonable limits. I've used them myself, in fact. However, with Lady Corda, reasonable limits are a distant memory at this point. Fortunately, I'd been preparing for that turn of events ever since the first time that hag tried to take Footfall. You helped us then, giving me time to organize. I set up weapons caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agents' data from the Cogitator network. When Corda took power, she thought she'd won, but the station was still mine, to an extent. My little army is waging war on the enforcers. We slaughter patrols, wrestle back detainees, and punish those who collaborate with the enemy, or are close to someone who does. Vladame's ruthless smile is like a jagged steel trap. Incendia has her reprisals and I have mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupation force. Let's just go with IC. Old habits never go away. I'll admit, I didn't exactly miss the days of my youth, but to find myself in the line of fire again is invigorating. Your lordship, perhaps you have little love to spare for me, nor have you built a strong alliance with the organization I'm a member of. You have seldom cooperated with the Kazbala Commission, okay? But if looking at the new order of things on Footfall gives you a tiny suspicion that it's damn madness, step in and help me stop it. What kind of help do you expect from me? A general uprising will be doomed. The enforcers have isolated the asteroids. We can't strike out against Incendia. She has the greater numbers, and her throne's refractor field will protect her from any attack. An insidious smile appears on the Liege's lips, so we'll ask her ladyship to come to us. Exploiting her overconfidence. If she wants my blood, let her come and spill it. She knows we use the Amasekas as our meeting place. If you let the enforcers know I can be found and grabbed in here, she will come, hardly with her throne in tow, I imagine. We'll lure her into a trap, kill her, and take back Footfall. Why would I take part in that? Because a critically important station in the Expanse is about to become a graveyard. Once commerce dies, merchants will turn to piracy. What else could they do? Connections between worlds will be weakened, since Corda will make short work of astropaths as soon as she gets to them. And Corda, do you think Footfall will be enough for her? No, she'll march on, perhaps to your worlds as well. Besides, your lordship has not yet considered the possibilities that working with the Kazbala Commission opens up. Now is the perfect moment for you to gain a new ally. In a time of crisis, every friendship is valuable. Incendia Corda has nothing to offer you, while my organization's gratitude is guaranteed. Between losing an influential partner and strengthening your ties with them, I'm sure you'll opt for the latter. What size force do you command? However much Corda would like to believe she's kicked the Kazbalika out of Footfall, she hasn't. We're scattered all over the station, lying low, and there's still enough of us to cause trouble. A small band of my most daring cutthroat staff members who were by my side when I came to power. Business partners who still remember that any venture is only as reliable as the grip of the venturer's hand on their pistol. Add to that the group of Xenos mercenaries which my colleagues from the Kazbala Commission have provided me with. A radical solution, I know, but they don't care who they kill as long as I pay them. And I have the means to pay them. We would have greater numbers if Rizza wasn't so damnably cautious and Hieronymus did us a favor and shut his preaching trap. I would have long thrown the good reverend for a loop if it weren't for the fanatical mob that would show up here to avenge him. What does Rizza have a problem with? She has misgivings about the prospect of our cooperation. The old rogue prefers not to pick fights unless her victory is a foregone conclusion. And right now she seems to be planning on fleeing rather than fighting. She needs the right kind of motivation. What a shame. There's no one the cold bitch values enough for me to take them hostage. Why did Rizza call you Vakamo? Old nicknames die as hard as old habits. I used to be known by that name at the station. The Vakamo is a myth, a malicious spirit stalking for prey in Footfall's empty sectors. I had a terrible reputation when I was young. Why has Hieronymus shown up here? He preaches repentance. Ladane remains stone-faced for a few seconds before giving in and letting a sarcastic smile form on his lips. Corda sent him here to make us lay down our arms and renounce our rebellious ways. But he seems taken aback by the scale of Lady Incendia's purges, which opens up possibilities. If we put pressure on him, he'll bring over zealots who'll tear apart whoever he points his finger at. A useful man, I regret not establishing rapport with him sooner. News of Incendia's death is hardly going to please the Lord Inquisitor. Considering Calcazar has never once interfered in the station's affairs, he doesn't care about Footfall. This means he also doesn't care who runs the station. So long as things are quiet on it, I'm going to make sure things are quiet. Granted, he did give Corda a security detail, but if she's already... Takara emphasizes the last word, dead, and her death doesn't smell of deadly heresy. He likely won't bother to investigate. The Lord Inquisitor will simply entrust governance to someone who won't cause him problems. Me. I realize it's a bold hypothesis and the Lord Inquisitor may have me hang for Corda's death, but not my life is at stake as it is, so I may as well take the risk. I hope you're finding it promising. Okay. Would arrest him. I would like to make a deal with Kazbalika. I'm guessing that's trade. Let's see. I will help you overthrow Corda. Each second of a continued rule will cost the lives of hundreds of innocent people. I cannot say I approve of antagonizing Corda, but her methods being what they are, I definitely disapprove of assisting her. I'm glad you're with us, your lordship. This is a fight we must be well prepared for. As a colleague of mine used to say, if your brain doesn't hurt from all that thinking of where to hide, it'll find out even your skull isn't thick enough once the fight is on. Which sounds especially ironic considering how he died. I'd like to ask your opinion on how prepared we are to entertain Ladies Incendia. Perhaps some of those gathered in here will support us, Rizza's people, Hieronymus's zealots, even Octaviana's regulars. We can use whomever we can get. If you think that it may be worth fortifying our positions or preparing a few surprises for our guests, my people and arsenal are at your disposal. All you have to do is say the word. As soon as we're ready, send Corda a message saying, I'm here. Let her come. We'll settle our differences the Footfall way, with the gunfight. I would like to make a deal with Kazbalika. Regretfully, your lordship, I have nothing to offer you at the moment. My access to the assets you're interested in has been temporarily restricted. It's going to take putting a bullet through a couple of heads for me to once again be able to offer an adequate range of merchandise. I'll go take a look around. The dame nods attentively, then looks down at a data tablet showing a map of the station's systems. He scrutinizes it with a pensive expression. Okay, well, I don't think it's a good idea to allow Corda to keep doing what she's doing, because obviously that's not great. I think Vladame is a lesser evil, but I think Riz is still here, so can we have a chat with her? Or is she in this room? I don't remember anymore.
An expected result.
Okay, nothing.
I need no Farseer to guide my future.
Oh, Rizza's not here at all. Okay. Maybe she's a bit further in.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
The menu system of the Adeptus Amazecus looks eerily similar to the design of the internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient times.
Locomotives are fully operational.
Okay. Okay. Suspicious Prowler, Dreadful Xenos. Might have to go talk to
Nothing's impossible for this
Hieronymus
old
too.
officer.
The decanter used to contain cheap amasec, which for the sake of attractiveness has obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent. Okay. Ladain's agent. Okay. Octaviana looks tired but finds the strength to smile briskly. You save Footfall Station from starvation. Okay. She pours 2 shots of a clear yellowish liquid with streaks of promethium in it and slides one toward Rizza. Let's drink to her infallible ladyship quarters mercy and good judgment, wherever they are right now. You're quite the poet, Octi. Yes, indeed. One would hate it if Lady Quarter's ill health affected our own. Have you by any chance run into the Lady Quarter's good judgment on your journeys, your lordship? Ah, Octi, I've missed the fiery sunset of your hair, Shireen. Sorry I haven't brought any gifts today, but we're certainly going to down another round or two. Shut up, Dari. You came back alive and that's good enough. Octaviana twists her face in a scowl, but her whole body leans forward toward her old friend. And don't beat about the bush. I know the exact reason you've come to Footfall in such a rush. But Jay, your guys got killed. Last one of them, before Quarter was even here. Some were found dismembered in the Shadow Quarters, some became a heap of ash at the crematorium, and the lucky ones got launched into station orbit by Falco, so that everyone could see how much he despised you and your patron, if the rogue trader will pardon me for saying it. That Ashmag, no, there's still something he needs from me, so not all of them are dead, or at any rate it will be better for him if some aren't. Where is Yocti? Speak. You know very well where. Octaviana waves toward a drab-looking door covered by a sheet of metal. The sewers are where that rat belongs. You know he was going to rat us all out to Quarter, including Vladame. You should have seen Falco's face when Vladame led the Inquisitor's dogs to him first. How have you been doing here without me? Badly, but we're in no mood to lay down and die yet. There are still people who can't stand Quarter's regime, and they are fighting. A sting a day, always somewhere new. Vladame may be on the run, but he still has people loyal to him. He'd have had more if it weren't for Reverend Hieronymus. Many fell for his sermons and took to repenting and confessing. He's turned so many to the faith that they don't dare to touch him anymore. The old man's a force to be reckoned with now. Are you not afraid the enforcers will come for you eventually? If they show up, I'll blow up the martyr's endurance before I let those butchers take me alive, and for now, I'll be behind this bar refueling my roughnecks. It's a rotting thing for a captain to abandon ship, isn't it, your lordship? Some captain. If I were you, I'd scram while the scramming's good. I know you're attached to the Amazecus, but this hole isn't worth dying for. I have a shuttle hidden way nearby, so we could take off right now. Calm down, Rizza. I'm not holding you here, so don't try to drag me away either. Octaviana, we have a plan for stopping Quarter. Your help would be of use. And by we, you mean you and Vladame. He always has a plan, but it's by far not always the best plan. Why should I believe in your idea? Yeah, we could go iconoclast. Commerce. This is not about whose idea it is, but who we are doing it for. For the people on Footfall, for you, Octaviana, for your freedom from an insane zealot's reign of terror. The patrons greet your last sentence with an enthusiastic roar. Your heartfelt speech resonated with the commoners and seems to have stirred Octaviana too. You sure know how to be persuasive, your lordship. You're right. Ready to risk your life for us, and here I am being picky like a noble offered a Nutribar made of ground corpses. You can count on me. I don't have any fighters, but I do have a shipment of non-human weapons, lethal but with no guarantee of quality. Figuring out how it even works is tricky enough, but that still beats the junk Vladame's cutthroats are armed with. They can have a round on the house. Rizza and I need to exchange a few words. Rizza casts a glance in Octaviana's direction, waits for her to take the hint and look away, then says, "At your lordship's service." Your eyes pierce the pirate and you sense that the burden of her transgressions is so heavy that it will soon drag her under. Her fear has allowed a malicious will to sink its claws into her soul and tear it slowly to pieces. Iconoclast fanatic. So I guess we don't have enough iconoclast points for that rank. Vladame needs your help. Your lordship, his plan is the death throes of a cornered and condemned man who's grasping at imaginary straws. The Vakamo was once smart, shrewd and wily, but now he's simply refusing to admit he's already lost. We modest dealers are no match for a rogue trader. It would be different, of course, if we were strongly motivated or had a rogue trader on our side. Rizza looks you straight in the eye, her meaning quite clear. A rather immodest. I don't want to lose profit factor. Spoken like a cowardly crone, not a dreaded pirate captain. Rizza flashes her eyes and scowls. Don't talk to me like that, your lordship. The times we're living in, barely anyone in the Expanse remembers who old Rizza is. I'm not getting any respect anymore. That means they need a reminder, and they're going to get one. Ah, what the warp. My crew and I will take part in your little uprising, but don't ask me for details. Old Rizza prefers to keep quiet about the backstage side of her insidious and sudden strikes. Your soul is full of corruption. You haven't been cahooting with the archenemy's forces, have you, Rizza? I'm interested in the Fellowship of the Voidswears. I'm guessing it's a similar situation to the Kazbalika mission. No, I guess not. She still is open. That's interesting. Can get quite a few reputation. For now, I think. Yeah, we don't use Psyker stuff, so that's fine. Okay. Save it here. We got Rizza on side. We might want to try and get Hieronymus on side too now. Lure Incendia to the Adeptus Amasecus. We've got Octaviana on side too. Oh, Hieronymus is just here. Okay. The Emperor protects young von Valancius. What has brought you here? Perhaps you would like to confess. Repentance is the first step on the path of redemption. Why are you preaching here among rebels? It is not rebels that I see. I see fools and malefactors whose weakness made them reject the law of the Imperium, who need of repentance and instruction. Had I come here earlier, perhaps I would have been able to prevent this heretical insurrection. And what do you see, Rogue Trader? I see frightened people trying to save their lives. You are entirely right, but it is not their lives that they should be saving. It is their souls that are truly in peril. Have you sheltered a pirate among your brethren? Chaplain is a deeply believing servant of the Emperor. Few are as intimately familiar with human vice as him. And that is what fills his words with sincerity. His flock heeds and respects him, and as for all the hardened rascals and cutthroats who are part of that flock, why not? Our doctrine shuns no one, so long as they are willing to receive its word with an open soul. Rotten souls. You give penitents a chance for redemption. That is commendable. I take no credit for that. They choose that path for themselves. I merely point out that the path is open to all and instruct those who have started their journey to redemption. For thus St. Drusus taught us. Reverend, I want to stop Incendia. Help me. Are you openly declaring your intent to move against an exactor of the Emperor's justice? And why should I, her mentor in the faith, help you commit? And why should I, her mentor in the faith, help you commit that act of treachery? St. Drusus is a doctrine of redemption, but Incendia has forgotten about it. Now, what else may she have forgotten? Indeed, her fervor frightens me. Sometimes I feel she takes pleasure in doling out punishment and revels in her own power. She has forgotten that punishments exist to purify his servants and return them to his light, so that they may continue this service. Senseless slaughter is at odds with that goal. I regret never managing to drive that point home to her. Now you have banished my doubt. I will do what must be done. St. Drusus's faithful will aid you in battle. Okay, we got him on side. We would never refuse our help to one who makes generous donations to our mission. Okay. Medkit, onslaught, crack grenade. 10 bonus to willpower and 15% damage to psychic and navigator powers. But lose weapon and ballistic skill. Okay, that sounds good. Let's pick that up. So I'll just upgrade us to rank 7 and then we can go from there. So yeah, and then we'll pick that up. Radiant gloves. Parry reduction. If the wearer has conviction iconoclast, all allies gain % hit chance. Okay. Alright, well, I think we'll just get it up to Dark Visionary Hood and then pick that up, because that should be quite useful for Cassia. Okay, so we need about 1,000. Okay. Now we need basically 3,000. Okay, we're close to 1,000 now. We've got 1,000. Holy gifts, holy gifts. Okay. Dark Visionary Hood. Alright. Can we sort by what's available? Nope. Okay. Pen willpower and fellowship. Whenever an ally is affected by the wearer's abilities, they get dodge reduction on their next turn. I think upping her navigator power damage is better. Lose a bit of fellowship, but oh well. Okay, so now that we've got them all on side, let's see. Okay, there's a little bit more stuff here to pick up.
Litany of reconnaissance recited.
I think the Incendiar fight is going to be quite tough, so what I think we should do is go into that's to the rest of Footfall. What's down here? We want to go into the sewers, so save it here, and we'll help Jay first before we lure Incendia over here. Okay, yeah. Welcome to the kingdom of thieves, killers, and smugglers, Shireen. All the finest goods on Footfall, every last one of them has passed through these tunnels. The finest goods on Footfall. Does that make this place some sort of monkey trading hall? Really? You cannot tell from Elit's tone whether she's speaking in jest or genuinely confused. I was actually trying to bring a little levity. I wasn't seriously describing. As I said before, Falco's jackals are patrolling every nook and cranny of this Agi-cursed place. See those scumbags over there? We need to avoid them and not draw any attention to ourselves, or else we might as well dump a pile of grok shit on all over our plan. But now we are going to follow the plan. If you will allow me, Shireen, I will refresh your memory. Avoiding the patrolling scum, we reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east almost until the very end. We connect gas cylinder to the special intake. Ironically enough, it was previously used for cleaning the air. Then we need to turn the valves in a few spots so that the gas reaches the correct chamber. I wish I knew exactly where that ash mag was holed up. And the final move, like all the best regicide players, Shireen, we find the service cogitator and send the gas along the pipes. And I'm sure I don't have to remind you that we must do all this in complete silence. Not even the sewer rats are going to know us, let alone Falco's lot. We shall work quickly and quietly, I understand. And may the exalted Emperor light our path. Okay. Reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east. Okay, I guess that's where we go in there. Okay.
How can one find the right way without his light?
So we don't want to go down there. Actually, we probably should save it over here first, just in case anything happens. So let's do that. Okay, no, it doesn't say anything in here. Alright.
I need to find the answers.
Okay. Can't go in through there, so we have to go up here. Okay, that's not good. Alright, so he falls back towards, or his patrol goes back that way. That's fine. Okay, so let's take this agility jump. Follow it east. Okay. Attach the gas cylinder.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
now into to open the valves. Ooh, okay, there's quite a lot of valves.
Where's the profit in this?
Valve, okay. There's one valve here. Okay, which one did that one open? Air recirculator. Okay, let's quick save it here. Okay, there's a trap there, that's fine. And the valve is over there. Okay.
Aha! Found it.
Operation successful.
Okay, easy. Alright. There's one up here.
Choose your own path.
Okay, so it's just over here then. Right, another valve open.
I walk the path less traveled.
Demolition trap this time.
I have learned much in my exile.
100%, okay. We almost, well, it's 94, so we didn't have 100%, it would have been almost a failure. Valve, okay. One, two, three. Air recirculator, okay.
I have traveled far darker paths.
There's another one down here. This looks like... hang on, let's see. So we need to find two more.
Must be my smuggler's instincts.
Valko's patroller is over there, so we obviously don't want to go down that way just yet. I don't know what type of trap this is, so... Valko's patrols are up here, we should blend into the shadows and move quietly, okay? I guess we don't want to really go down that way then. Tech use, okay.
The treasures of the Coronis await.
Okay. So just the one more. Down here on the other side? What's going on here? Looks like there's nowhere else to go here. Whoop. Okay. I don't really want to go over there. Right. Did I miss one? I don't think so. Not down there anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, let's not do that with that guy standing there. Oh, let's save it here. So we need to find the last valve. Open that one. So we've got 4 of them. We just need the 5th one. Now we're going to be careful here, I think. Let's just charge through down here. Okay. Now I don't know why the map isn't showing us the rest of this, even though we've opened the valve there. Okay, there's nothing else here. This is the valve we opened before. So I guess we have to go up here and open the last valve. Question is, how do we get through here? Hoping this is a safe zone, so I'll just save it here. I don't know what tests these are.
Ready as always.
But
Looking for a hidden cache?
See anyone?
I have an eye for treasure.
Okay. Can I disarm this? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright, let's fall back here. Quick save. This one looks like it's a long way down the corridor, so... Ooh. Okay, the guy's walking down there. Let's just pick J. The environment is absolutely terrible because it keeps getting in the way of clicks sometimes, and that's super annoying.
If it pleases you, Shay.
Okay, let's disarm this trap. Okay, pause it here to figure out. Okay.
I love to lead.
Well, let's head back down here. Now that we've disarmed the traps, save it here. Been a couple of times already where I tried to click through somewhere and it's clicked on something else and then made whoever or made our characters run through a trap or run somewhere I didn't actually want them to go, so that was annoying. Okay, let's go down a bit further back. Wonder where the patrol is. We'll take a risk and duck down
Where's
here.
the
Yes,
profit
we
in
can.
this?
Okay. Where's the patroller? Okay, here's the patroller. Get down that way. Okay. Alright. Let's see if there's
I
anything
need no
up
far
here.
seer to guide my future.
Okay. Thing up here. Alright, so this is the where the final valve is. Okay. Alright. Now we need to... Okay, we opened all the valves. Now we need to pump the gas into the vents. So I'm guessing we need to come back to the air recirculator. Save it here. I assume this is a safe zone. Or as much as a safe zone as we're gonna get.
The treasures of the Coronis await.
Oh. Right, the controller back here again.
Ready for data input.
Okay, stops there, nice. Right, cool. For the controller to go a little bit further. Right, there's the controller. Right.
Whatever you wish.
Okay, cool. Let's charge through. Go down this way.
I follow my own path.
Okay. Let's jump across.
Every day, a new opportunity.
Well, okay, it's not down here. I guess that's just for connecting the tank, so... Where do we go from here? Save it here. Can't go down either of these paths because the door is locked, so I guess we're coming down here. Maybe that... Yeah, okay. Going along there, no. Come down here. Right, let's go up here then. Save it here. Let's do a quick check here. Pumping gas through the sewer ventilations using one of the abandoned cogitators. Okay, I don't know where the cogitators are though, that's the problem. Where's the patroller? There might be a few cuts in the video where we're just idling waiting for the patroller to show up so that we can actually pass through safely. Okay, there's the patroller. Okay, let them go through all the way there. Alright. Let's check
So
this
shall it
path.
be.
I don't think there's any way through here. Alright, let's go down. Pathway here. Oh, okay, we can repair this cogitator. Alright, let's... I don't know where the patroller's gonna come from or go to. Can we just turn it on? Okay. Alright. Okay, so hang on. Jay, okay, we pumped the gas into the vents. Jay is certain that Falco is holding a gang in the sewers, a location that is difficult to navigate and traverse. Time to enter the tunnels. Okay. So the atmospheric cogitator is there. We did all that, so... Come up here. Are they all asleep? Falco. Okay, let's save it here. Suppose we go straight in there. And she's helping her friends up. Wake up, Tora. Come on, you bloody Kashka, wake up. Get out of here, it's a trap, Hero. The bruised and bloodied face with swollen eyes is hard to recognize as the once radiant visage of Tora the Twin. By the Exalted One, what's that Ashmag done to your poor face, light of my soul? He will die here like the scum that he is, Shireen. It's what he deserves. Do it, Jay. Yeah. Guy's done too much to everyone else, so... let's block off all the entrances to the sewers, let them suffer a slow, painful death. Nah. There's no guarantees. Let's just do it. Without another word, the Cold Trader draws her weapon and carries out your sentence. That's for my brother, you piece of shib. Few scant tears trickle from Tora's watery eyes. The rest of the gang are huddled together. Despite their pitiful physical condition, they greet you with satisfied smirks and they continually shoot delighted glances at you and Jay. Well, Shireen, from now on Footfall can sleep soundly. The foulest wart on its rusted body has finally been burnt off by none other than Jay Hidari. And her wonderful patron, of course. Jay winks at you and her face breaks into the most genuine smile you have ever seen from her. I'll admit I'm still struggling to wrap my head around what's happened. I need to go over things with my guys. I'm sure I'll have advice and instructions to hand out. As for our little adventure, let's talk about it back on the ship in a more private setting. Alright. Elite Blast Pistol. Whoa, that is a crazy pistol. 2640 and 70 armor pen. Scorpion Sting. Reinforced witch armor. Okay. Is there anything else we can grab here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so that was it then.
Oh, don't you trust me?
Suppose we can just leave now. Okay. Order that the... Oh, right. So this is just the same exit. Exits to this spot. That's fine. The rest of Footfall. Okay. Order that the fuel barrels be placed throughout the room. Okay. That's done. Now we're just setting up the traps for quarters coming into here to take out Vladame, or arrest him rather. Okay, set a mine up there.
If it pleases you, Shireen.
Okay. More goods. Chaplain is over here. Let's have a quick chat to Chaplain, see if he has anything to say. The imposing man covered head to toe in scars is hard to mistake for anyone else. You're looking at Chaplain, father confessor to the late Dens Bellardo, whose funeral seemed like an eternity ago now. His arms are crossed as he surveys the hall with a gloomy expression. Your lordship, it's nice to see that St. Drusus has protected your neck from the heretics and the Xenos since we last met. Shame how it's always sad events that bring us together. The previous time was at a funeral, and now it feels like half of Footfall needs a memorial service. Long time no see, Chaplain. What are you doing here? Same as always, your lordship. Bringing the Emperor's light to the lowly and downtrodden. I'm over my head at work. The station's teeming with hungry, maimed, and frightened people. Her ladyship Incendia Quarter, in her righteous zeal, doesn't see the atrocities her enforcers commit in the shadow quarters, using her name as their shield. I interfere whenever I can, but to be honest, I'm almost spent. Helping everyone is more than I can do. How fares Denza's young heiress, Adelia? Safe and sound in my care, your lordship. Barely any time has passed, and I already think of her as my own, and the girl herself clings to me. She took to learning the ways of voidfaring with gusto, and she's already better at numbers than me, a true trade captain in the making. I hid her somewhere safe for now. It's a bad time for the girl to be on Footfall. She has seen enough woe and blood as it is, more than enough. What is your opinion on the situation at the station? Honestly, perhaps this began as a cleansing, but since day one it's admittedly been looking more like a frenzy of fanaticism. Granted, people with a clear conscience had always been few and far between on Footfall, but is that a reason to exterminate everyone for the pettiest infractions? St. Drusus teaches us to bring people back to the Emperor's light and only punish by death those who have crossed the forbidden line and turn away from him irrevocably. I'm my own living proof that even a thoroughly rotten scoundrel can take the path of redemption. Are we in such deep retreat from the heresy where battling that the Flamer and the Noose are the only tools we have left? Shame that Reverend Hieronymus won't listen to me. He's too zealous. He sees the face of vice too clearly and finds it too abhorrent. Looking at Footfall makes him sick, and so he welcomes its cleansing. Okay. May St. Drusus help you, your lordship. Well, I think we've convinced them. Rizza as well. Okay. Let's exchange words again. Let's ask her straight up. What? You're like her ladyship now? One look and you can tell the wicked from the righteous? I suppose it's easy enough to guess that a pirate has a misdeed or two to her name, but no one has ever accused me of serving the archenemy before. You wound me, your lordship. Rizza is clearly trying to turn your question into a joke, but her anxiety is understandable. The situation at the station does not contribute to the peace of mind of its inhabitants, especially those associated with illicit business. Okay. That's fine. We failed the awareness test. Really? 94 for 90%. It's an honor for old Rizza to have a conversation with your lordship, just like that. Got anything strong? For you, always my lord. Lord Winterscale's favourite blend. So good it's not entirely legal. However, during his last visit, his lordship told me to put a bottle aside until his return, and who knows if he'll ever return here now. It would be a waste. Here's to the fall of Incendia Quarter. Me and House von Valancius. Let's go to the... Let's drink to the fall of Incendia Quarter. Your courage and forthrightness are admirable, my lord. Down with Quarter. Okay. The Emperor protects. Alright, yep. Okay, well that's done. I think that's all we can do at the moment.
If such is the Emperor's will.
There's nothing else to trap. We've already booby-trapped everything at the entrance. There's no other option to booby-trap anything. And I guess that's because everything else is kind of where people defending this place are going to be. So I guess that's it. We've put the mine there, and we've also spread the explosive barrels everywhere. So okay, well, I guess this is a good place to end the episode. We've helped out Jay, and we're just about to lure Incendia into this place and take her out. Because she's a bit too fanatical and doing some crazy stuff as it is, so yeah, this is a good spot to end the episode. We helped out Jay, set up the traps, and in the next episode we'll head over and tell Incendia to come and arrest Vladane. So that should be fun, executing the ambush. I hope you join me for that particular episode, and I'll see you then.